Tokonu holds the press conference anyway. Many of us supported the Tokonu's decision to hold a press conference on this matter. And she tells the world that this is what is happening inside the Article 146 petition, which is being held in camera. Away from the cameras, that's what it means, secret. That's what the Constitution says anyway. So, Tokonu is eventually removed and replaced by the next senior most judge, His Lordship, Mr. Justice Paul Bafuboni.
I was a former Munamakwaba at Bagana and Sam TV show. One more is like video, no best subscribe to the channel, no turn on notifications. Say next time. Videos of this nature about so submit to my cabinet, watch their wagging or comment section for them. Said Munim Dan, if Mr. President, maybe whom you from Mr. President, I may also text me Mr. President or comment section, I may also who see I'm a TikTok and I pay Mr. President, I may also say, Quadio baby agenda MPP. So the Munim your opposition. So we are trying our possible best. They join on the same TV channel also. They are what the new patriotic party Amenyokuno. They are power 2028. Inshallah. Dr. Ladma Umbo president. Now also the upper by Mbia so Selkebi. Na my kan yi you are John the money Muhammad the book at Neze Ebuidi. Ya many am for the Messiah, Dr. Ladma Umbo Yama the NS Assembly few. Now once again may catch a gun and Mabuni and I say, I'm man your 7 years. Eh daachinti na ya manyo se menye mprinti ya manyo se de wo ye bia no wo ye no wadwo se nti daachi bia no would you be proud of decision I will make here in politics? We shouldn't forget say politics no ya ma utumi say fa bedi manfo nanim ya ma utumi say fa be ye wo yi it is all your software o ye ordinary Ghanaian we educationist, we medical doctor, we once I have more opportunity to serve public space. Do it with due diligence, respect, and absolute clarity. And yes, be our home bachelor.
Tokonu holds the press conference anyway. Many of us supported the Tokonu's decision to hold a press conference on this matter. And she tells the world that this is what is happening inside the Article 146 petition, which is being held in camera. Away from the cameras, that's what it means, secret. That's what the Constitution says anyway. So, Tokonu is eventually removed and replaced by the next senior most judge, His Lordship, Mr. Justice Paul Bafuboni. The Supreme Court had heard that matter on Daniel Ofori. EcoBank have a matter pending in the High Court, as we are told, about the so-called claim of fraud that Ofori is still receiving dividend. Now, today, the Supreme Court gives a ruling. Let's see what the Supreme Court gave in the ruling. What are they? Okay. So, businessman Ofori sues EcoBank. The Supreme Court today ruled in favor of Daniel Ofori's favor, saying he should get 30% monthly compounded interest on his investment from June 2008, when he first invested, until 25 July 2018. After that, he should also get 13.5% yearly interest until EcoBank pays him fully. EcoBank, after the 2018 judgment, discovered that Ofori never actually sold his CalBank shares through them, even though the case was argued as if he had. In fact, they allege that Ofori had been collecting dividends, profits paid to shareholders on those shares since 2008. EcoBank says this means the judgment was obtained by fraud because the court wasn't told Ofori was still the owner of the shares. EcoBank thus sued at the High Court to attempt to set aside the Supreme Court's decision on grounds of fraud, which matter is still pending. The fraud case about Ofori secretly keeping dividends whilst claiming he sold the shares is still ongoing in the High Court. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court says the earlier judgment in Ofori's favor should still be enforced, despite the pending challenge in the courts below. Some legal analysts believe that this is part of the reasons why Justice Tokonu had to go. We don't know whether that's true or not. Some people believe that this is it. What was the quorum for the courts that was held today? So the courts today was Amadou Tanko was leading. I can see Justice Jamefe and the new judge Amali Boba. There's Justice Lawson. This was the 5 that gave the decision that in spite of an ongoing matter at the Court of Appeal, at the High Court. Daniel Ofori should have this matter. The question that political analysts are asking is, should we draw a correlation between the removal of Justice Tokonu by a petition from Daniel Ofori, guided by Mr. Chikata, and the ruling of the court today? I don't know. Should we draw a correlation between it? That the removal of Justice Tokonu by a petition from Daniel Ofori, and you will realize that Gabriel Poaman told the public, did he, or a statement was issued. Ayukwe Otu came to complain that they were still on the 2 other petitions. There were 3 petitions filed against Justice Tokonu. The committee was still looking at 2 other petitions. They had finished with the Daniel Ofori petition. We're looking at 2 other petitions. And then they suddenly were told that the president has granted the decision of the Article 146 committee to remove Justice Tokonu based only on the Daniel Ofori petition. Ofori was not allowed to come in to be cross-examined by Tokonu's lawyers on this matter, because if he did, it will go into the record. Another government will come and pick up the Article 146 proceedings and will find it. So Ofori didn't come. This is the story. What do you make of it? Ghana, my happy home. Land of rich resources. Land of mighty talents, racial tolerance, justice and freedom. I will die for thee, Mother Ghana. I will strive for thee. Is that what we are doing? Ghana, my happy home.
Me. Yeah, I can't say to him Ghana how when they go school, when they be nurse, when they be midwife ni. So annoying and frustrating. We should turn to armed robbers, or we should turn to prostitutes. What exactly is the problem? The government must do better. Yeah, bring a need free. Our parents will suffer, thinking that at the end our kids will come and take care of us, and we are still home, still begging our parents for food. Why? I don't need a caricature. I want me them. What is it? What is it? Minister can't do something or do something. They don't go and sit on stations and be telling us that me pass mo omo be post no just can best no be post mo. Oba otifie. It's your child at home. It's how you go around talking as if you don't have empathy for nurses. Abba aden. It's not fiato. You want us come and go in the media and be crying, be looking for pity. Oh, when we're paying the school fees and we're paying the money to the ministries, you didn't do it this way. But do some of them will you fulfill your part of the promise? No, but than if you once. Yanko kana munkasi ye muadie. What are move you once? Recruitment move you once. Aden. Since when did posting become like this? Is this how our seniors were posted? Catch us a yan ye post here. Ye we sanko interview. Aden na mfama mon crofo. Ye kana mun say any evidence. And people are selling slots all around. And mano kana ye ho ye mobo. Mamenka. Oh.
Chicken kunda dada. And I say I'm a Udi for my mom, Miss Canoma to make about Coco, meaning baby or Virginia, which I say, I've been Washington, D.C., Washington State. The mama corner second simple no be ability. You are more NDC from Passia Pome, no much. Obey disease. Also, meaning to me, which I may more be
what is the basis? Mujina so and they increasing light bill the water bill because ECG nene Ghana Water Company Limited at the dollar any inflation rate any policy rate interest rate na mudi jina so any one sa nya money in our form it is just so for no start this question well musama out of ignorance.
Yes, that's why I want to say
legitimate question
ask out of ignorance.
Me pacho man kasa he ask out of me say he needs to be educated. Me say I didn't use the word say ignorance me say man kasa me tell on my dia me can say me say my men na some na papa na some na can. That's what most people have been saying and it's up to the government to explain things to them.
Your word was ignorance. They are speaking out of ignorance. That was your word.
On my ignorance, I mean, okay, so me can say, as someone I walk on, and just say, and your mabo and cost through.
But the
walk can want it, or my pony can say. Was it a body? Was it a penny? Was it pure water? A costo. And I mean, because inflation is above for ma. And can the rate at what things will increase, you know. The empanifono minimum woman, a pencil, commission. I can say, and say, and can back cost like a Sankabia. It has also done a trainer, Abianca, inflation, and Caribbean yet 3 cities in a Quebec count. Son or more can say the rate at which things will be increasing, a better form. What I say?
Inflation.
Oh my, Mrs. Sana, dear me, oh my, me tell you, and I told Amanda Maker here. Say, I buying, say, what the inflation about this number, and now you soon say a base rate, a 16, advance of the above or the above 14, you are. I may come catch you say, a baby, or maybe a pretty and a single digit piano, or more base rate so, a cost single digit, me boy. And now, say about me can say petrol about for me. Abano dia he is trying to put all these things down.
So why na man in cost?
What yes, about to me so who now go for what there? What you say? And I know somebody can say Pulican ayaba abama enyama na eba from oh until the making. Me say so what they buy be all spoke against say I was say no mushia. I'm no mushia but nanka we my no. The phone chim so moko a penny say a port wa near man of from kaka. Yes, I know Mokai. Yes, but it's a Kanyama bono ever from. But you must say was a public air and a crime my own. Omoko funny man, but how much this one? Abano create another environment. But say individual entity near Maso, Aban Katimin Petro, and so
is right. Obisa,
so at the end of
what I
say,
he's also asking a legitimate idea.
Argentina, Sanyama way in every Abina and Davy, Nasa Bonton so for Davy. So the government should just sit down and allow it to say inflation beba 0.5. Yes. Now so and they were not 2 years ago, ni boy 8 cities, no, because the inflation rate, no.
But this is an AG who will come and bastardize people, pronounce people guilty because they know that the order has nothing. The order is a calculated attempt to tarnish the images of people. They are in their second year. And they have not been able to prove a single case. You see, I have always maintained this, and I've said it even to a fault, that if not for the NDC, nobody would have ever said a politician is corrupt in this country. Because before someone is accused of corruption, nobody is guilty until proven guilty by a competent court, right? Now, almost all the politicians who had been found guilty in this country are all NDC. All. From NDC 1, about 6 people went to jail. NDC 2, same. Even when Mahama came his first time, we had 6 people convicted.
But none from the MPP.
None. They will always use corruption as a bait and tell the people of this country that these people are corrupt. And they will use that to win elections. They did the same in 2008 with Fifi Kweti as propaganda secretary. Mentioned people. They mentioned a lot of people. They came, started 13 prosecutions and lost all. You remember Kwesi, former foreign affairs minister? You remember Asabi and his wife?